This is your 2 News Oklahoma Fantasy Football Forecast.
It's a wing it show,
folks.
The meteorologist isn't here.
He's been relegated. Look, performance matters in this league, and Uncle Baby Billy, to my right, the only 3-0 owner in our 2 News Fantasy League, and this guy right here, starting to get it rolling. And I'm pointing to myself.
Yep.
I'm assuming, I haven't talked to him, I'm assuming Collier is not here today for the first time that I'm aware of in this fantasy podcast history, because he took quite a beating over the weekend at the hands of me. I mean, for all the times, not just Mike, but for all the times that any and every meteorologist out there has cut sports time because of severe weather, I'd like to think I exacted a fair amount of revenge.
That's right.
What was our final score here? How about Team McFarland? How do you like that for clever fantasy?
That's right.
Nickname. Yeah. Team McFarland 148.7. The Mahomies, that's my Collier squad, 85.2. I should have saved that for next week, but just had to keep going on my man. No, just a bad week for Mike.
And poor and his son too. He said his son's running his team also. So that's
really
it's okay. Really taking down the Collier family.
Yeah, look, I play for keeps. I play for keeps, Ryan left. No, our league's shaping up to be fun. Tua's on somebody's bench. What is going on out here?
I've been trying to, and it's a shame because I wanted to talk some trade stuff with Mike, because Mike's been wheeling and dealing in this here league that we've got going on.
That's right.
But I've been actually trying to work a trade with Michael Sager, trying to because we talked about on this podcast, in our league, I did not draft quarterbacks really at all because I spent all my money up front, didn't get any quarterbacks, but got McCaffrey, Jefferson, and the now out for the season, Nick Chubb.
Right. That hurts. But Uncle Baby Billy's still 3-0.
But still 3-0. But I've been trying to, my only weakness right now is quarterback. I've got Matthew Stafford, who this last week did not do so well, and then I've got Mac Jones, who is habitually not well.
Ooh, that's rough. How are you 3-0?
But yeah, so I've been trying to get a quarterback, and sure enough, Michael Sager's he's got Jalen Hurts and Pat Mahomes starting, and he's got Tua just sitting on his bench.
Incredible. This guy. What a plan. What a draft plan.
I know.
We were talking about it earlier. If you're playing, people who are really, really on it in fantasy, spending that kind of money at the quarterback position, even in a 2-quarterback league, probably not the way to go. But if you're in a league where you're confident that you can get some bargains at the end of the draft because people have spent their money, not a bad way to go. I mean, I don't want to face him any given week. Mahomes, Hurts, or Tua. Yo.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I faced him last week, and I caught him on a good week because it was like he had some fairly poor luck, and not with his quarterbacks.
And he has had some. This week was his first victory.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks obviously put up points every time, but then you see what kind of that sacrifice is.
Yep, there is that.
When you're getting those quarterbacks, your other skill positions are going to be a little...
Sure. But he has Mostert. And I assume, I don't have the rundown in front of me, but I assume the Dolphins 70 burger was on there in some way, shape, or form. And can they keep this up, I guess is the question.
Yes, and that was going to be...
September champions?
Yeah, because that's one of these, the big storyline. I mean, outside, there's all kinds of different things going on in the league. But as far as teams that are looking just straight up dominant, it's this Dolphins team.
Yeah.
And Mike McDaniel, if it's just his pure, offensive genius that is getting this done. I mean, obviously there's a lot of skill players there who are really good. Tua's not getting hit very often like he has the last couple of years.
That's right. That's huge.
So what is your takeaway from how, they put up 70 on the Broncos? Who the Broncos aren't very good, but
I think he's ahead of the curve. And if you were lucky enough to see any of this coming and have multiple Dolphins on your roster, I think it's going to be good for at least a few weeks. You put a 70 burger on people, and could have been more. Was it both running backs had 4 touchdowns on the day?
Yep, both running backs, Mostert and Devon A-Chain.
Yeah, I mean, look, learned in San Francisco. They remain ahead of the curve. No, I think his offensive ideas are that good, and as long as Tua is healthy, the speed they've got, and then, Tua's ability to get it to him. And as you mentioned, the protection is everything there. Yeah, man. I don't have any Dolphins, and I wish I did.
Yeah.
There's some real FOMO going on there. No, that's and they're more fun to talk about probably just with regard to, are they a legit AFC championship contender? But with regard to fantasy, at least for the next few weeks, yeah, I think the Dolphins are going to put it on people's heads. I think they're on a mission and have the horses to do it. So, if you're facing any of those guys, buckle up.
Yeah. Yeah, and they did all that yesterday. I'm pretty sure Waddle didn't play.
That's right. Yeah, no Waddle.
Yeah, so they put up 70 points without their second best receiver.
And with a ton of speed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they've constructed this thing in a pretty interesting way.
Yeah, and I've heard people talk about, I don't know if it's just, the Dolphins run so much motion out of that offense.
Yes,
every pre-snap, somebody's moving around somewhere, whether it's Tyreek Hill or Waddle or whoever they got back there.
It influences a defense when you've got that kind of speed, for sure. And they're not going to put 70 on people. I can't imagine that happens again this year. But I think if they can protect Tua, the numbers are going to be really, really good. I think last week I probably made the mistake of going all in on the Rams.
Yeah.
I still like Kyron. And we were talking about Puka and Kyron. If you can play those two, you're in good shape. But you have Stafford on your team, and as we saw last night in Cincinnati, maybe not. But in Miami, yeah, I'm buying that. I'm buying it.
And so if you're buying Miami, so I wanted to sort of touch on the Broncos, who were the victims of that particular game. So
not all fixed.
So the Broncos fall victim to that. Marvin Mims, local connection here. Those guys, whether Russell Wilson is really working how you want him to, or if Sean Payton is running that offense how you want him to, do we think that Marvin Mims should be a bigger part of that?
Well, I think if you have the chance to trade for him in your league, I definitely don't hate the idea of, even as a rookie, even though rookies very often, hit a wall, if you will. He's got game-changing speed. He's got the kind of playmaking they need. I don't know that I expected big things out of the former Sooner in year one, but I don't see better options necessarily. They need to put the ball in his hands. Will they actually do it? Can they actually do it? I'm not so sure, but he's sort of a keeper league find for sure. All right, can we do a round of applause here?
Right. Yeah.
What is going on? We have upgraded, have we not?
Shea Smith has entered the studio in place of Mike Collier.
Sorry, Mike. You've been replaced.
That's right. This is fun.
It's fun.
For a couple years now, we have been aware of the fact that you are involved in fantasy football.
I am.
And take it very seriously? Take the winning seriously?
I take the winning seriously.
Shea wants to win badly.
I want to win. So as of last week.
Yeah, how we doing?
So I was the only only football player on my entire fantasy team that I won 2 and lost 0. So I was the only undefeated.
And how are we doing after week 3?
I lost. But I was projected to win by 30, and I don't know what happened, but I lost by 40.
Okay.
I'm a numbers person sometimes, and so I'm calculating the numbers. I got this dub. And then I looked, and I got a big L.
Sometimes
a big L.
The numbers don't make sense. Okay, we win and we learn around here, all right? There are no losses. We win and we learn. What did we learn last week, Shea?
That I guess my players that I don't know anything about need to step it up.
That's you need to get in the locker room and talk to these guys.
I do. So I don't know any of your names or numbers. I know Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
But everyone else on my team. You got to step it up.
Well, and I'm sure you're familiar with Mahomes' good buddy Travis Kelce.
Here we go. Biggest story,
which is a huge league storyline. I know you to be a Taylor Swift fan.
I'm a Swiftie.
Where is your head at as part of this Swift community with it breaking into the Chiefs through Travis Kelce?
So, obviously there's always rumors about famous people dating whoever they're dating. And so whenever I heard that Travis and Taylor were dating, I believed it out. I kind of was like, okay, I could see that. But then I saw a post going around that he told her something like, I saw you at Arrowhead Stadium. Now you come see me at Arrowhead Stadium. And I was like, there's no way that our queen would fall for that. Like that pickup line.
Our queen. I love it.
I was like, there's no way that she would fall for that. And then sure enough, it worked. It worked.
She was in the box with Mama Kelsey.
She was. With Mama Kelsey, of all people. That's serious.
Doing the LFG whole thing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. Are you all over this story? It sounds like you've heard about the jersey sales for Travis, right?
400%
Up 400%.
Yes.
It was the most viewed game of the weekend, any network, even though the Bears are dreadful and there was nothing interesting about the game outside of this. And would Kelsey
She was up there celebrating Kelsey's score as if it was the biggest score in the world, and it was a blowout. Like the game was out of hand at that point.
Yeah.
And by far the most viewed by women, 12-49.
I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. Okay, but you have to think of Taylor Swift and her fan base because, she just got done going on tour and she played at all of these NFL stadiums.
Okay. So break down your bona fides, your Swiftie bona fides.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from as a Swift fan?
Like my opinion on this?
Well, no, like
or how much I love her?
Yes.
So I think that everyone gets into Taylor Swift at different phases, like her country phase or her little pop phase.
What is she at now?
She is at her, what is she? She's kind of in between her Reputation and Soft Girl phase.
It feels kind of reflective.
Reflective, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so I got into her during her like Reputation phase when no one saw her for a couple years, and she like went into hiding after the Kanye situation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And so so everyone kind of gets into T Swift during her phases, and
We've gone off the rails, but I think it's fantastic.
Sure, yeah, this is good.
Let's just keep going. Yes. I saw her when the BOK first opened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like way back in 2008. I think that was country phase.
Yes. Yeah.
What has happened? Is it that most recent tour that like I'm an old man, I've got kids, I am not paying attention to this, but I turned around one day and she was like American royalty. Mm-hmm. She went from like a big deal that I'm sure could sell out stadiums to like, is this our biggest star?
She's the biggest celebrity.
What happened?
So I think what happened probably was, her maybe fourth album ago was Lover. And before she could go on tour for Lover, COVID happened. Well, during the pandemic, she dropped 2 amazing albums, one Folklore, one Evermore, but they were completely different than her previous albums. So her previous ones were more poppy, punky, rocky, country, but Folklore and Evermore were more slow songs, a lot of like metaphors and alliterations. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah, close enough.
But just a lot of, I guess poetry in these albums. Well, then she dropped Midnights on us randomly as well. And then she announced she was going on tour. And so she did not get to tour for Lover, Evermore, or Folklore. And so she combined just all of her CDs other than 2.
Something for everybody now.
Yeah. And so if you are a country music fan of Taylor, I mean, she played Fearless on her tour. So regardless of what era you loved her in, she played it on tour. And I think that, just kind of that absence of touring over the past few years, it's like Turnpike Troubadours breaking up, then getting back together and just blowing up. I think that's what happened.
How about that?
What is your favorite Taylor era?
Ooh, Midnights.
Okay.
Or Reputation.
Okay.
I turn on Reputation and I'm like, I don't ever need a guy. That's how I feel. Like no boyfriends over here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
Sure.
How about just type? How about just type if you were in a phase where you wanted a guy and it was an NFL guy and maybe like a fantasy. Do we have a
Joe Burrow?
It's Burrow. Okay.
Joe Burrow.
I get that.
My wife tells me the ladies love Joe Burrow.
Is that right?
Yes.
They do. I don't know why.
Yes.
Well, I do know why.
Yeah, I have some idea. I mean, like, not
you
my
seen him?
world, but yeah, I have some idea why. Okay, very nice. He was on my fantasy team last year, which I think I went all the way to the.
Yeah, you were in the title game. You're in the title game.
I owe Joey Burrow a little something.
He's on Cayden Kelleher's team. our fellow.
There
Team
you go.
Newsy.
How about
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
tell Katie we say hi.
I will.
Friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Friend of the
That's
pod,
right.
no doubt.
I don't know if she
Awesome.
won or lost her last game. She's in the same league.
Awesome. Do you know even 2 or 3 of your top players on your fantasy team right now?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, that's good.
And
He was your first pick. I think
he was
you
my
said.
first
Yep.
pick. So, last season I did great up until the final leg of it, and I didn't make it in the playoffs because a couple of my guys got hurt. What's his name? Goddard.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas Goedert.
Yeah.
I had him. I think he got hurt.
Yeah.
And then another attractive blonde guy. I don't remember his name either,
Yes,
but
sure.
unfortunately he also got hurt. But this season I was strategic. I said I'm going to get an amazing quarterback. And
You
then
got
I
one.
just went to each position and looked at the numbers, and I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. Okay,
Mhm.
we'll
Yep.
draft him. His
Sure.
number could have been also 3 projected points for the whole season, but I'm like, you know
But
what?
he's cute.
Let's give it a shot.
I can't tell you how
Look
badly.
good, play good.
I can't tell you how badly I want you to win the rest of your games.
I do
Finish
too.
up 16-1. Come back here and tell us all about how drafting the guys who are cute
Uh-huh.
worked out
I've
perfectly.
cracked the code.
That's
That's
right.
fantastic.
All right.
Well,
that's
I'm gonna go
fun.
work on my story.
Shea,
All right.
thank you so
Well,
much for
thank you,
joining
yeah.
us. We should
Thank
make
you.
Yes.
this a weekly or bi-weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
There it
come
is.
Yeah.
back again if you'll have
Breakdown.
Absolutely, yeah.
T-Swift.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
some drama.
Yeah.
Anytime there's
That's awesome.
drama among the NFL, let me know. I'll come.
Sure.
I like
yeah.
it. I like
Uh-huh. We'll call
Shea,
on you.
thanks so much.
Thank
Goodbye.
you, Shay.
It was awesome.
Bye.
How about that? We
Yeah.
are. I feel like we've turned a corner.
That's
like
right.
this is a seminal moment
Mhm.
for this here podcast. Good
Yes.
things are going to start happening. Shay, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
The lovely and talented Shay Smith, everybody. All right. She knows she has Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's right.
And so the fantasy advice there is to play him.
Yes. In case anybody was wondering, that is
Yep.
the
Going
that is
with
the way
that.
we're gonna go.
Going with that. How about these Kansas City Chiefs, huh?
I know that. Well, after game 1, everybody is like something's wrong. Even after
Yep.
game 2, when they didn't put up that many points, still won the game. But people are like
Yep.
something's wrong.
All right, here, just to kind of try and bring it back to fantasy for a second. We have talked about Kelsey missed the first game,
Mhm.
and it's been okay since then, but not great since.
Yep.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that this T-Swift thing, while you could look at this and say it provides motivation, they're not going to cut away to her as much in the luxury box
Sure.
if he's not scoring touchdowns. Certainly not celebration. But I'm going to say that it's a bit of a distraction.
Okay.
Kelsey this is a sign to me
Okay.
that he's accomplished just about everything you can accomplish. He's at a certain age. I feel like a little bit of a distraction. I don't think he's Tom Brady. I don't know that he can handle this or manage it in the same
Okay.
way that old Tom did. So
Interesting.
let's
Okay.
put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Revisit
uh-huh.
it in a few
I'll-
weeks.
I'll clip it. That's
I feel,
going everywhere.
I feel like Travis Kelsey may dip fantasy wise, and maybe people thought that was going to happen anyway.
I'm sure that's.
But
one of those
I
things,
kind of
yeah.
think I'm talking like biggest dip in several years.
Sure. And that's
All because of T Swift.
That-
This is the
yeah.
analysis
Uh-huh.
I think you only
Yeah.
get here.
And that's been one of those things like it usually happens. You hear about it in the NBA because like half of these guys have dated a Kardashian Jenner
Uh-huh,
of some kind where
uh-huh.
it's they're like, oh, is this a distraction? So maybe
Maybe.
it
I'm
could-
calling it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to,
it could happen.
Nostradamus or Notre Dame, as Mike Gundy says.
A couple other teams I wanted to check in with you about. The Vikings have landed at 0-3, despite having, like an amazing receiver room.
Uh-huh.
Kirk Cousins is putting up career numbers,
Uh-huh.
and I've heard different analysts talking about, okay, do they need to be thinking about trading Kirk Cousins? Is that something that you think would be a strategy that you'd go to at this point?
As a fantasy owner?
Well, I guess as both.
Or will the Vikings?
So, like, would you think if the Vikings keep going down this path, is this going to be something that's inevitable?
Interesting. As a fantasy owner, at least for this season, not in a keeper league, I kind of think this only helps the cause. Like the Vikings will stay hungry in a way that they may not exactly if they were 3-0, or desperate maybe is the word.
Sure.
And it shows that I think they've lost a little bit of something in terms of the overall team. Like they're going to have to throw the ball, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have the recipe in the same way that it was just a few years ago. So I don't know. I mean, I think this is a team, and I can't necessarily think of like a great example of this in recent years where you had talented components falling short of expectations. What did it mean for fantasy numbers? Did they just go after it even more? But I kind of think they will. I think the numbers will remain good. Like I have Kirk Cousins as my second quarterback in this league. Doesn't bother me at all.
He's the number one quarterback in fantasy right now.
Well, there you go. I think they're going to need to throw to have any chance to win. Maybe more than you would want to. I seems to me like they're not able to strike the kind of balance a team would need to be an elite NFL squad. But because of that, they might just be elite fantasy-wise.
Sure.
The numbers might be even bigger for Cousins, even though you project them high every year. They might be even bigger this year, in part because of the start. They're due, by the way. After all the close wins
that was
last
that
year.
thing with the Vikings and Chargers coming to head last week.
bonkers.
It was one of those things. It was like one of these disappointing franchises has to do something.
That's right.
And the Chargers barely eked one out despite the heat under Brandon Staley's chair. So should the Jets be not trying to keep on Zach Wilson and trying to trade for Kirk Cousins?
That's interesting. I mean, Joe Namath put his 2 cents in, right? He's ready to move on. Yeah, I don't see it. I do sort of hate quitting on quarterbacks this early.
Sure.
Especially quarterbacks you drafted this high. But New York can be a different animal, and it'll chew up and spit out some guys. And it's just been so bad. Yeah. It was last week, right? I think I said they just need to lose. Mm-hmm. They've got pieces on defense. Just lose. I don't think Caleb Williams will go back to USC to avoid the Jets. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know exactly what he and his family are thinking. But the opportunity to land in New York with some pieces on defense, it seems to me Caleb would jump at that. I don't know if there's a team in the league that would be better served by tanking than those guys.
Yeah.
So
they've got plenty of young guys who are still under contract who will continue to be under contract.
Yeah. So Wentz or Colt McCoy or whatever, fine, sure, whatever, as long as you lose.
Yeah, right. That's what they keep saying. All these like sort of that pile of quarterbacks who aren't technically in the league right now who they could go to. They keep coming out with all these like, Wentz reached out, Jets said no.
Right.
Matt Ryan's agent reached out, Jets said no. And then Matt Ryan said, I'm not going there.
Yeah. And look, it's bad for the culture, and maybe that is, bad for Caleb and everybody else. But to me, he's such a surefire, can't miss sort of guy. And there are some pieces defensively. Now, I can't imagine them actually. How many wins? They were close again Sunday. The defense will keep them in too many games for them to actually end up with the number one pick.
They had Zach Wilson had the Hail Mary, and Randall Cobb literally had it bounce off his hand. They're
going to win some games. The schedule is tougher this year than it was last, but do I see much hope for Zach Wilson, fantasy or otherwise? No, sir.
Yeah. So some of the things that happened this last week, I know we talked about Jerome Ford possibly going for a high price. In our league, I picked him up for $55 after
you almost gave me the old
down.
Price is Right. I put in a bid for $50 while we were sitting here 1 week ago. Unbeknownst to me, you were looking at my phone and upped it by $5. No, I'm glad you brought that up. That looked right. That looked good. Like Deshaun is that was some good stuff. And, obviously they've got the pieces in place. There's some real talent there in Cleveland. He was able to work through some of the rust. And now the Browns are a bear to deal with. And I think they're going to be. We'll see. I mean, Mike was really high on Hunt, who did see some run right away, which tells me that's a good sign, right? You go from whatever he was doing, last week before the Chubb injury to already catching a couple passes.
Ford wasn't even getting snaps in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It was all Hunt.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things like I was sitting there worried after just paying $55, like, is he not going to get any run?
Not only the ability to run and just a good little NFL back, but I mean, he can catch the ball too.
Oh, yeah.
And so, no, I think that's a heck of a pickup for you. I actually got Hunt. So you got Ford, I got Hunt.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what that is for me. He's just on my bench for now. Did you play Ford last week?
I did, and
yeah.
like he put up 19 fantasy points.
Yeah,
Great. But all I could ask for. But they were kind of fluky. Like one was like a goal line carry, and the other one was like a was a pass.
Yes.
Like,
he caught a touchdown.
Right. Which were both kind of is that going to happen every week? Probably not, because he didn't actually get that many carries.
Sure.
Which, I mean, that can just be a game flow.
And it is an offense that's not going to need to score a lot.
Sure.
And so that can,
especially
you worry about that a little bit.
In that division, it's
that's right.
That entire division, very low scoring.
Yeah,
that's right. Very run the ball, good defenses, that sort of thing.
But with that O-line, I mean, if you've got a Browns running back who's probably their number one, how do you project that going forward with Ford and Hunt?
It's tough because Hunt obviously has the experience in that offense and does all the little things really well.
High ceiling guy.
I would think Ford would get more early on. Like I don't foresee him having more first quarters that he doesn't get any touches.
Sure.
But it might just be a game flow thing, because he's
ride the hot hand.
He's certainly capable, and he showed it later in that game.
Yeah. If that was a hole for you, this whole thing came about, at a good time, and obviously it was a hole for you for a really unfortunate reason.
I was like, he only tore an MCL out of that.
Wow.
Chubb.
I had missed it. My gosh.
Only an MCL.
One, that guy's knees have been through it in his career, which is nuts. But wow, did not realize that. So it's
still out for the season,
right? Sure.
But it's obviously
expected back for training camp as opposed to missing a full year plus. Wow, impressive.
Because I know people were saying like, oh, is this going to be like a career threatening type of injury?
It looked like it. It looked like it.
So outside of that, there were some other like little injuries that Burrow managed to play with his calf injury. They end up winning.
He's going to kick it into high gear at some point.
Other quarterbacks go down. Derek Carr goes down with a shoulder injury. It looks like he's going to be out for a while. So Jameis Winston is in there. Sometimes when Jameis is putting up really good points, and sometimes not so much. Right. That's the Jameis Winston experience. That's why he's still a good backup to have, but is not going to end up being a starter.
Yep.
And then Jimmy G goes down with a concussion. We'll see if he ends up playing. If not, it's either Brian Hoyer or an Aiden O'Connell, I believe.
Okay.
is the other quarterback there, a guy out of Purdue. I don't know.
Yeah. He took an L against Notre Dame a couple years ago. No Aiden.
That's right.
No Aiden's game a little bit.
So that'll be the situation there. So people looking for quarterbacks, it's becoming even harder to find. If you picked up C.J. Stroud early in the season, like we had mentioned that either last week or the week before, he had another really good game this last week.
I love it.
Really spreading around, and besides Nico Collins, who had a down week this week, Tank Dell, the rookie, really picked it up for them. And he scored a lot of points. So that's another guy who
could be interesting offense to watch. Yeah,
could be available in a lot of leagues. Poor Damian Pierce owners, because they just cannot run the ball in Houston.
Yeah,
it's just like that offense it's moving because Stroud is spreading it around. But it is not a fun running game to watch. I feel for him every time they flip to him on the red zone, and the Texans are at the 1, and Damian Pierce hits a wall. I'm like, oh no.
We should come up with like all time hits the wall at the goal line.
That's AJ Dillon.
There you go.
Every play, he's going as fast as you can out of that backfield, hitting a wall, and that's it. And that'll be a situation to look for this coming week with Aaron Jones. He said he'd practice in a limited capacity yesterday. So it'll be determined. They play the Lions on Thursday Night Football.
Okay.
So that'll be, obviously, if Aaron Jones comes back, that Packers offense looks a lot different. They obviously had the big comeback this past week, but probably a comeback that you would have expected them to just be leading that game. Outside of that, there was one more. I thought there was another injury update from before. Not an injury, but I wanted to talk about Zach Moss.
Okay, yeah.
Because that has been, I picked him up in both my leagues.
Okay.
When I determined that Deion Jackson wasn't going to do it, and then they were like, okay, we're going to for sure start Zach Moss, and we had talked about Anthony Richardson being out and Zach Moss really picking up that run game for the Colts, and they eke one out against the Ravens in what was a really ugly game.
Yeah.
Ends in overtime.
Good win for the Colts.
Yeah, good win. And, Minshew Mania.
Yeah. Good for 2 or 3 weeks a year, right?
Yeah,
if you can catch it at the right time.
Yeah.
Not a bad little guy to have on the squad if things have gone haywire in some way, shape, or form. Yeah.
Yeah. So
glad he exists.
Zach Moss has been putting up really good numbers for them, and that running game has looked really good.
Yeah.
You wonder if and when Jonathan Taylor ever returns to any team. You know?
No idea what that's about, but I mean, that is an offensive line that has some pieces that are, big time.
Yeah.
So, not a bad play. Nice pickup by you. No question.
And it's worth watching, with, I assume Anthony Richardson will be back in the lineup this week. So if he's back, it'll be worth watching how that run game is different now that they've accepted that Zach Moss is going to be able to effectively run the ball, but also you bring Richardson back, which creates, obviously they have a whole different kind of scheme for him as opposed to Minshew. But I would still, Zach Moss, until he proves otherwise, I'm starting him.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Even if, Richardson, I need to lay eyes on him to know, exactly what long-term, because it's one thing to see a couple of games, but what can this guy do? How can he function in an NFL offense long-term? Part of that is getting it to backs, and I don't know that that's something he does real well.
Right.
We've seen the cannon, obviously, and then we've seen the athleticism. Can Moss be a guy, who's going to be the recipient of some dump-offs, which is, usually a nice little thing to have, for a rookie quarterback. But I don't know if this is the rookie quarterback to take advantage of that.
Yeah. I wanted to circle back because I had forgotten this on my makeshift rundown. I wanted to just quickly, before we get to our primetime forecast, ask you about the Cowboys.
Ooh.
Because obviously
we said they were drama-free.
That's you said that last week. They were drama-free, and they were. And
then there was an injury, and then there was just an absolutely pitiful performance in Arizona, which has me I mean, if your offense is going to have a day like that against those guys, what do we make of it? I don't know. What do you make of that performance? I was driving through the cornfields of the Midwest on Sunday coming back from the OU Cincinnati game and was just blown away by the box score.
Yeah. Well, you just kept waiting for Dallas for the offense to figure it out. And then they have a chance at the end. Obviously, Dak throws the pick in the red zone, and you're like, well, okay. Well, whether that be, Dak regressing or just the offense not really humming the way you're used to. But yeah, I think it was really, I was just surprised that the Cardinals could put up that many points on that defense.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, that of all the possible outcomes, that was least likely in my mind that Arizona would have a day offensively against Michael Parsons. And
people who picked up, James Conner for me coming into fantasy drafts was kind of an afterthought. It was like, if he's there, pretty, much later, and I can pick him up as like a third running back, maybe I'll get him. And he's been great for them every week putting up points.
More consistent than ever.
So and I'm surprised just because of I don't know how old he is. But James Conner has secretly been one of the better fantasy running backs over the last 5-6 years.
Yeah. And even when he's mostly been a backup,
right?
Who, just is productive nonetheless, especially because of the ability to find the end zone. The opposite of AJ Dillon, I guess.
That's right.
That's interesting to me. I thought Arizona was going to try and go 0-17 and pick up Caleb, but I was impressed with the performance in a lot of ways, and for Dallas, at least a little bit alarming. And we've for years wondered, okay, when is Jerry Jones going to try and hire Lincoln Riley? Now you throw into the mix Deion Sanders and the previous relationship with him there, and
Jerry would love
what
that.
does Deion want? And the point here is Mike McCarthy taking over play calling. It goes swimmingly for 2 weeks, and you begin to think one thing about the Dallas Cowboys. It only takes a couple of these performances for the heat to be turned up as hot as it can possibly be there in Dallas. And yeah, it goes from drama-free to just a ton of it in no time for that franchise.
Luckily, they'll have a week to, and I just think there's too much talent on that defense for it to have repeat weeks like that where
there are bad weeks for everybody. Happens. Road games, weird things can happen. But that was certainly a surprise.
All right. Well, let's get to our primetime picks. Sunday Night Football this week is Chiefs at Jets.
Cannot wait. In the preseason, what could go wrong? The number's going to be huge. And the number will still be huge. Not because of Aaron Rodgers, but because of Taylor Swift.
That's
How
right.
about it? I'm glad she's not dating Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
This is better.
Yes.
Works out better.
This is much better. So, primetime picks. Last week, both of us come up short.
Whoa. Short? I mean, let's detail my ineptitude. I said fade Devontae Adams and I don't know what. Facing the Steelers. And he eclipsed the total in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then just kept scoring.
Yeah.
Real bad. Real bad stuff by me. So let's try and turn this thing around, huh?
I had the Warren over. He just came up short. Mike had Jacoby Myers, got on the board. Mike now sitting at 1-3. So this week, Chiefs at Jets. Who you got?
You know what?
Jets. I got some projections here if you need.
Okay. What is Kelsey?
Kelsey's sitting at 17 points.
He's going over. The Jets can cover receivers. Sauce is healthy at the moment, right? Nothing wrong with Sauce.
As far as we
good.
know, yeah.
Sauce, they're gonna. This is a tight end game. This is a tight end game for KC. In the headlines like never before with Taylor Swift. He's got to find the end zone for her, right? Mahomes is going to make sure that happens.
Yeah.
Even though that total's high, even though I earlier said there's going to be some bad juju because of Taylor Swift and his distraction, everything else. Not this week. Not in New York. Not against the Jets. I can't wait to see where she's seated for this one. Are they going to get her into the stadium in the popcorn thing again?
They've got to. I literally saw a video of one of those sort of things coming out of the stadium, and they were like, Taylor's got to be in there.
That's Taylor. She's in there. No, I cannot wait for the circus that is. How about right here on 2 News Oklahoma?
That's right.
Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. I love it.
Yep, and I'm going to take Sky Moore under.
Okay.
Sky Moore is sitting at 7.8.
Okay. What's Rashee Rice at?
Rashee Rice is at 6.8.
Ooh.
It's kind of like
no, good call.
Yeah. Who do you,
I say it's a tight end game for Kansas City, which means, based on my track record here,
Noah Gray.
Play the receivers. Play the receivers.
All right. I'll get Mike's pick from him, and we'll post that on Sunday before the prime time. For Shea Smith.
Yeah, I was going to say, big thank you to Shea Smith. Classing this thing up for a few minutes. Hope she joins us again. Well done by you, Ryan, on the fly with no notes this time.
Sometimes you print out the wrong ones.
That's right. And since Mike doesn't face me in fantasy next week, he'll be back here in this chair. Mm-hmm. It's a shame. It's a shame he didn't have the chest to come here and take his beating like a man. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Cayden McFarland, Ryan Love. See you guys next week.
See ya.